Tech, and that means it's time for Enter Sandman. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me as always, and this will send chills up your spine. It's time for Enter Sandman. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Makes the grab. It's Tracy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him. A nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the ground, it's Bennett. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line and pick up of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you
breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns. I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
The Hokies will hustle to the line. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. And with that first touchdown, the old Hokie Stones are trembling in this great stadium.
Yeah, and such great fans. And Lane Stadium early in the game has a reason to be rocking. They get on the scoreboard first. Everybody going bananas.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
And the Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on 1st down, TFL, 2nd down, TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
Here comes the heat. Connection to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that 1st down.
The Golden Gophers are rolling down the field. They're going to ride this running back. Got the 1st down and more. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. And the Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical fourth downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Florida State may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Doak Campbell Stadium every time. The Noles have been racking up road wins since the Bobby Bowden days, and they get another one today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Finds his man on the left.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where...
Turning it on! He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. And the Hokies want to crank the tempo. Scrambling away. Gonna try to get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The play action fake. Looking down the left side. He holds it in and nobody's close. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The give is to Taylor. Picks up the first down. At midfield, he's got room. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
I mean, what a huge game for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards, makes the big play.
He's a difference maker, David, and he gets better as the game goes on. So that's great news at this juncture to kind of rip off a big run like that. But this is a guy that builds momentum as he goes. I'd be force-feeding this guy more as the game goes on.
The Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these first downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
And the Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. On the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Drones. Grabbed in the middle. It's Keith. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Now on 2nd down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll do it himself. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. On the move to his left. He'll pull it down. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Lindsey. Quickly to the tight end. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Finds a man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And now on second down for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Nice move to keep running. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass. It's Drones. He's got him. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Hokie. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And how about the aggressiveness? This coach says, I'm going for it. We're going to put 6 on the board, time ticking down, maybe be a little bit more conservative. I love the way they put the hammer down. Now they have the lead going into the half, an extra point away from a 7-point lead.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Gets the back moving. Scanning the field, it's Drones. under fire. Grab behind the line. It's Bennett. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. The Hokies are in the hurry-up. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. They'll run the sneak for it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Leaves it with the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. To the air, it's Lindsey. Working the middle, it's complete. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Cincinnati has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Nippert Stadium. They're up by 10 over Bowling Green. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Hokies in the hurry-up.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Snagged in the middle, it's Hawkins. And he's brought down after a nice game. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Up now, here's second and long. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on third down. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tracy. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. running back searching for a hole. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of the...
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting in it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Looking for an open area to his left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Quickly out to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
Finds his tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give as they work on that clock.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hawkins. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Gets away from one, finds room. He's loose on the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Hokies in a good spot here with second and short. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll pull it down and run. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
Well, defensively, you've got to have an answer for this athletic quarterback. You've got to do a better job containing him in the pocket, or you've got to have a spy ready to make the play and get a tackle if he decides to get out. But everything went wrong there. Not only did he get the first, but you also let him get out of bounds and stop the clock.
They're going to run it to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last two plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Drones. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. Got the first down himself. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Score is deadlocked, and we're running out of time. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Guys, this is the kind of finish we hope for. High game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. That was fun, and it was big time. And it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, throwing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch.
This is my league.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.